Kobe could have done something. He could have put him on the basketball team. Anybody who's dealt with anybody who has a substance abuse problem knows you cannot pray, pry, talk, guilt, give, anything. Let me tell you something, and this is for personal expert. I have a cousin who I love like my last breath. My last breath. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love this guy. You give him money, you give him opportunity, you give him hopes. Just please, man, be right. I love him so much, I was a fool for him. Anybody who knows me knows it's true. This dude could steal from me. He had, I don't know how many times in the middle of the night, I'm going to a dope dealer's house. The reason he ain't with me now, because I had to pay off a dope dealer that's going to kill him. That's the only reason he ain't with me right now. And I had to go in an IHOP on Sepulveda Boulevard at the airport with a police who guarded me, making a dope deal for a dude I love just because I loved him. And he still did all the stuff you do for people, they still can't give it up. So that when you make the inference that somebody, all he want to do is play basketball, all he want to do is get high. That's all. You can't pray, try taking something from somebody and they gots to have it. I ain't talking about gots to. How many mothers got stuff stolen from them, and then the next day they in that church on their knees praying about that man? How many women are with a man hoping? So you can't, it ain't just you doing something. At a certain point, they've got to participate. Let me tell you something. Here's the real truth. Kobe was dealing with his own devils. We all got our own devils. If you take your devils don't take time off from you so you can deal with somebody else. Your devils don't go, hey man, let's pause for a minute, let this dude. Devils get together. You ain't going to stop having to be you to deal with somebody else. It's unfortunate that these things happen. But to deny that they in some ways have a responsibility to want to get back. That you can't, how many people right now, whether it's a woman you love, a man you love, I love this dude like he stole my daughter's PS2. Everybody knew he did it, and I pretended like he didn't. And was going to argue with you to tell me he didn't. He made me look bad for my woman, for my children, and I loved him that much. And I knew what he was doing, but I just wanted him to get better. So you can tell me that you can't tell people what they did for somebody else. Because the result isn't what you want it to be, doesn't mean nobody loved him or didn't try, or didn't get him on the team, or didn't do this. That doesn't mean that at all. At a certain point, people, when you are rich and you don't go to rehabs because you're not ready to yet. That's the truth. And the truth of the matter is, you can love, pray, cry, scream, hope. That don't do it. If it did if angels can't pray, if angels can't take a bottle or a pipe out of somebody's hand, you can't. And it's ridiculous to put the onus on someone else. Because all of it, what that says is that you didn't do enough. How many people right now get that call that somebody's in jail and are relieved that they ain't dead, that you at least know where they are? That's where we live. Yeah. That's who we are. That's our community. And you can't pretend like it doesn't happen. It doesn't affect anybody. You know what else is addictive? Guilt. I could have done. I wish I'd have done. I tell you what, I love him like my last breath. I swear to God I do. And it's everything I could do sometimes to not be with him. But it wasn't good for him and it wasn't good for me. Sometimes this is the process. People, let me tell you something. Here's the truth of the matter. It ends this way. Somebody dead or in jail. That's all that happens. Either they get better, which is rare, they go to jail, or they get dead. And you left to pick up the pieces. And it's insulting to tell someone they didn't do something when you wasn't there every day. You got to still live. You still got your devils to deal with. It's ridiculous to make some casual observation like that. Master P had a brother that went to jail. Somebody could say, where were you? You don't make these kinds of decisions or statements about somebody when you have no idea what they did and how they fought and what happened. It is a tragedy what happened, but the lesson is we can all learn something from this. Sometimes doing all you can do ain't enough.